Yeah. Okay. So the first question says, how do you feel about Smiley? We knew those questions were coming. Personally, like I mentioned before, I don't have Egypt. You want to y'all can go sit down in my room because you're loud. You on the phone with your dad? Yeah, y'all just. Oh, you keep going there. You just louder than me. Please, just go in there and talk. I'm sorry, my daughter trying to soak up all the tea, y'all. All right. Hold on, y'all. I'm kicking the kids out the area. Bye, Egypt. You just trying to soak up tea.
They don't see you.
Huh?
They don't see you.
Let me say hey. Hold on, y'all.
Are you gonna tell her? You could have just showed me your mouth.
Oh.
What's that?
Huh. Okay. I'm a Pisces. I love you. Is it how you say it? Is it Ching Diamond? I love her. Y'all make sure y'all check out her Instagram and her music because my girl be eating the girls up. All the different type of foods and all that she be using. Okay, so now let me get into the questions now because I kicked the kids out the room. All right, the first question says, how do you feel about Smiley? I don't feel anything. Like, it's not beef. You get what I'm saying? I don't beef with bitches. There's no beef. Ever since the show aired, I think I know 3 times me and Smiley been in the same club. She says, hey. I just seen her, last weekend when we was in Orlando. Like, there's no beef. There's no pressure. There's no nothing. Like, we did a show, like I mentioned before, and these were the results. Like, you know, nobody planned to do this. Nobody looks for camera time. This isn't my first TV show. It's nothing. Like, I already mentioned this was the principle that I was standing on. A lot of things could have very much been handled differently. And we can't go back and fix it. You know, going forward, I'm a mind my business. I'm okay. I'm okay with the feedback y'all give. I'm okay with the constructive criticism, everything. I don't like that it doesn't really show, like, my actual personality. But that is a side of me, you know, where you can sometimes become aggressive. We all have, like, you know, 2 different sides. And I'm just sorry that that's the first one that you guys seen. So, I mean, that's it. I don't really have too much to keep saying about, you know, Smiley in that situation. I don't, for me, it's like I said, we did the show. What happened, and I don't like to have to keep going back to address.
So let's get to the bag. And no, we're not talking about Natalie Nunn's bag. Let's get to some of these extra bags. If you guys want a bag that's going to be convenient for you guys around the holidays, whether it be for business plans, business meetings, or else, cop you an Extra business laptop bag. Not only does Extra have business bags, laptop bags, wallets, etc., it has items that you'll be able to give to that special person in your life, whether it be male or female. You know, we don't judge over here at Evan Entertainment, okay? This Extra laptop bag, you guys, fits my Apple laptop conveniently, so I'll be able to take it anywhere I need to go. Also, I have this Extra wallet. Now, this wallet, you guys, pops out any credit or debit cards and help be a little bit more convenient whether I'm in long or short lines at the grocery store, where it may be at the gas station, and I'll be able to get my transactions done a lot quicker than the usual person. Use my link, you guys, called Evner, EVENER, at extra.com when you make your purchases. That way you'll be able to get 25% off. Okay, you'll thank me later.
Things. Even if you address something, you apologize, you give a little bit more feedback, it's still people that ain't gonna believe you or nothing that you said. You feel me? So it's a show. It happened. And we can't change nothing that was already filmed. I can't handle the way things were edited. I can't take back nothing that I said. I can't take back anything that I did. But you just learn and you grow. Okay, so that's it. Because I don't want to make this whole thing about Smiley. How do the confessionals work? So some of the girls, when we first started filming, some of them did some of their confessionals. Not all of them. But overall, like almost all, the majority of the confessionals, they were done after filming was completed. So they kind of like remind us. They'll be like, okay, so this scene was when, you know, you guys were at the club and, you know, they was making it rain on Natalie, like that, for instance. Tell us how you felt about that, or talk about, you know, what it was like heading to the club. Talk about when the guy was making the money rain on Natalie. So that's just as an example. And then from there, we comment based off, you know, the background that production gives us. Okay? All right. I answered that. How do confessionals work? Okay. How do you feel about Smiley? I answered that. So I'm just deleting these as I go because there's so many questions. I want to get to all of them. Some of these I addressed in my story Q&A, but if you missed it, they asked, how did you and Suki meet? Was a yacht owner here in Miami, and she had booked the yacht for me. We turned up. We had a good time. It was fly as fuck. The next day, she contacted me telling me that she had a show in Tampa, and she wanted me to come. Hopped on a Sprinter. I went with her, and we just been inseparable ever since. So that's how Suki and I met. What have you... Yes?
Scott is your home.
Okay. But I didn't... Okay, hold on. Okay, so I answered that. All right. What have you... I'm sorry. It keeps moving every time. Okay, so then just got to go to the next one. Would you have stepped in for tea if you were there in time? So we just asking all baddies questions. Would I have stepped in for tea if I was there at the time? Knowing me, I would have been vocal about however I felt at the moment. So it's nothing that is planned. If I'm there, however I feel at that moment, then I'm going to say it. However I feel at that moment, then that's what I'm going to do. So wherever my emotions are at that moment, that's how to be handled. I have love for the girls, you know, that T got into it with it, and I have love for T as well. So I just kind of keep I just don't speak on it. I don't have any thoughts about that one. Okay, hold on. No, me and Trina actually aren't related, but I do hear all the time, like, yo, y'all looking like, well, I love Trina to death, let me tell you. Like, that is my girl. And when her songs come on, count on everybody in the club that know me to look at me, because, baby, I'm going to perform it like I wrote it, okay? All right. How do you feel about Smiley? Like, I know she's very, yeah, I already touched bases on the Smiley thing. I'm from Miami. I don't make music. Okay, so now this is one I would address. It says, has Smiley been acting different off camera since she had got her chain took? So I'm going to address that. Like I said, this live was just, you know, it is a Q&A, so I'm going to answer it, but I don't want it to seem like this whole thing is just about to be about Smiley or that chain, because I don't want to keep talking about it. But what I can say about Smiley and how she started acting after the chain was taken, because that was the question that was asked. I'm not just pulling this shit out my ass. But she did start acting different in a better way. So for me, it's like now with Smiley wanting to hang around me, and this ain't no talking behind her back, because I said this to Smiley personally when she called my phone. It's like, it's hard to want to hang out with her, or, you know, say, yeah, it's cool, we can do things together, because I don't know what's the real version of you. I don't know if the part where you know, antagonize other women, or like you do little things like eating raw chicken, or fake tattooing Natalie's name, or shooting a gun in the parking lot with your son in the background, or in the back seat. I don't know if that's who you are, or is it the fun, bubbly girl that you became after the chain situation. I don't know. I don't know which part is the facade. I don't know if it's the aggressive side of you, if that's really not how you are, but maybe that's just what you did at that time. Maybe you thought that's what you had to do, or if it's the fun one that wanted to turn up and stuff after the fact. I don't know. So I will say that there were times, well, at least around me, she was cool and nice after the chain situation. Like, you know, we had to be around each other. We had to be in these clubs together. Like, we had to hang out. So that's it, you know?
So let's get to the bag. And no, we're not talking about Natalie Nunn's bag. Let's get to some of these extra bags. If you guys want a bag that's going to be convenient for you guys around the holidays, whether it be for business plans, business meetings, or else, cop you an Extra business laptop bag. Not only does Extra have business bags, laptop bags, wallets, etc., it has items that you'll be able to give to that special person in your life, whether it be male or female. You know, we don't judge over here at Evan Entertainment, okay? This Extra laptop bag, you guys, fits my Apple laptop conveniently, so I'll be able to take it anywhere I need to go. Also, I have this Extra wallet. Now, this wallet, you guys, pops out any credit or debit cards and help be a little bit more convenient whether I'm in long or short lines at the grocery store, where it may be at the gas station, and I'll be able to get my transactions done a lot quicker than the usual person. Use my link, you guys, called Evner, EVENER, at extra.com when you make your purchases. That way you'll be able to get 25% off. Okay, you'll thank me later.
I mean, so that's all I gotta say about that. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to find the best ones. Yeah, confession. Okay, so this says this wasn't so much a question, but someone stated confessionals and editing makes it look messy, and this is true. And even with the whole fight thing with Smiley, like the way that was edited. Now that I'm going to address. I do see y'all ask that a couple times in the questions, and I hate that I keep saying that we're not about to make this about Smiley, but I mean, when I come on here and I do a Q&A, 9 times out of 10. The questions that are going to be asked is going to be in reference to the show, especially since this just aired yesterday. So I guess we'll go ahead and address the majority of those. Now, again, the question was, or the statement was speaking about how editing, will make things look messy, like the way they might put a facial expression in at a certain point, or they might take a snippet of a confessional that you said and insert that in at a certain point. So it does come off as kind of messy, but hey, this is Zeus Network, and this is what keep the people going, clearly. So I'm not gonna that's no pun intended towards Zeus. So saying that it's messy, I mean, hey, this is Zeus reality TV. Like, you gonna get the mess. It's gonna be messy. But as far as that fight situation, as I stated, if you look at the episode, I didn't watch the whole episode. I didn't want to, and I'm okay with that. So a lot of the feedback that I get, that I'm aware of, is simply from the editing. Like, how you guys make edits of us and they show like different moments of us throughout the show. So that's the fight and shit that I seen was there. And then some of the things that I said, I seen all from things that you guys tagged me in. But I actually started watching the episode yesterday and then I cut it off. I did. At my watch party at that. But to address that fight situation, in the beginning of the episode, you see us, we're heading to New York, and I'm getting off of the PJ, and, I have my hair done, I have my crimps, and I have on a long dress, and I have on my sneakers. It was raining that day. We get to the house. Well, Suki and I, we normally stay at a hotel, but this particular day, they had us get ready and said that we're going to go straight to filming when we get off the PJ. So we get over to the house where Natalie and the girls were staying, and we chilling. You see, we're just having an overall conversation. And we're just talking about, the girls just kind of coming together, being able to stay in the same house, et cetera, et cetera. And at one point, one of the girls told me, it was like, Smiley, she's coming to fight you. She went online, she was talking trash about you, this, that, and the third. And that's when I asked if somebody had anything that I could change into, and I changed into that. Now, when she first got there, and it was said that she stated that she didn't want to fight, and I said, okay, I did say at first, well, I do, because I felt disrespected. I did say that. At the time, I did not understand why she said she had gotten jumped. I didn't understand that. And then she just continued to say that, I didn't say that. The girls called her out like, yes, you did. You did post that. It was a post and delete. And then I sat down. I said, well, fuck it. I ain't no bully. So if she don't want to fight, I ain't about to make her fight. A few of the girls went over to her and was telling her, like, girl, what? All that shit you was talking, woo-woo, and you said this and you said that. Like, yeah, you need to stand in that paint. And I said to the girls, like, listen, don't gas her up to fight. Like, y'all don't got to put no battery in her back because she don't want to fight. She don't want to fight, but she could just go ahead and go home. She was getting ready to leave, and then someone else stopped her, talked to her again, and I said, y'all don't have to keep gassing this girl up. I was sitting there, I was swinging my feet, and then I heard, Sapphire, she's ready, she's ready. And then we stood face to face, and I asked her, I said, you sure this is what you want to do? And she had her hands on her head like this, and she took a deep breath, and then she threw her setup. The way it's edited, it did not go, oh, I don't want to fight you. Oh, I want to fight you. I feel disrespected. Oh, either you going to square up or I'm going to punch you in your face. And I ran up. Like, that's not how it happened. But it's okay. Listen, it's a show. Whatever works. If that's how Zeus edits it for views, listen, I'm okay with it because I know who I am. And people who know me, they know who I am. So I'm okay with it. So, again, we ain't about to make this shit about a whole Smiley thing. It ain't no beef. She know that. If it was beef, every time I seen her, there would have been an issue. And that's that. So, next question. How do you feel about... Okay, yeah, this question's cute. How do you feel about teen pregnancy, like 14 to 19? Okay, so I don't... Teenagers that end up getting pregnant, I don't judge them. I was a product... Not a product. I was... Sorry, I was about to get emotional. But I ended up pregnant when I was 15 years old, and I hid it. I hid my pregnancy for 6 months. And I remember... I'm going to come back to that question because I'm going to get emotional. So I'm going to come back to that. All right. Yeah, that pregnancy question really got to me. Give me 2 seconds. Because now I got to get some... Now I got to get some tissue because y'all made me get emotional. Okay, hold on. Heads high. Tell me what to know. Okay. What? Huh? Is what here? The food? No, not yet. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I did get a little emotional about the pregnancy question, but I promise you, for the girl who asked the pregnancy question, I'm gonna answer it. But we talking about, it's so many questions about like baddies and other. I don't want to get emotional talking about pregnancy and then going back to that, talking about teen pregnancy. Let me make that clear because I don't want them to think it's about nobody else. Thanksgiving was cute. I seen my mom, my sisters. I'm trying to find some of the juicy questions that majority of y'all asked. Okay, so here's one that says, do you do your makeup at times or is it always the professionals? I always do my own makeup. Now, what ended up happening was when each of its
no personal thing.